How you doing, YouTube Nation? My name is Alfonso, and today I would like to first of all give all glory to God for giving me this opportunity to reach people. And I hope that this message may reach you in a way that is not offensive, but allows us to move forward as a nation, as a planet, as far as that each one teach one type energy. But today's topic I would like to discuss is spiritual war. A lot of times, we hear people discuss spiritual war this, spiritual war that. But I've never really heard people go into detail as far as what they experience as far as spiritual war. And that's something I would like to go more into detail about. And my experience with it has been like, for example, if I'm on the phone, well, first of all, I think we have to be in tune with ourselves to know, who we are, what kind of person we are, how we think, how we feel. And I think that might be even in the scriptures, as far as knowing thyself. So we have to have an idea on what kind of person we are as far as how we enter the world, how we interact with people. We have to be mindful of, okay, this is who I am, this is how I conduct myself. And that's for this reason right here, as far as spiritual war. Because if you don't know who you are and you don't know how you think, and you don't have an idea of your moral compass, then you're going to miss spiritual war every time. If you're the type of person that you don't confront people, you don't yell at people, you don't scream at people, you don't, just act irate with people. If you know that that's never going to be you, and all of a sudden, you're acting like that, then you might be under spiritual attack. And I'm just saying that for an example. For example, if I'm on a phone with a family or a friend, and I know who I am, I know how I feel, and I know that, I'm always mindful of my energy. I'm always mindful of, how I speak to people, how I treat people. That's just never going to change. And all of a sudden, every time I talk to this particular friend, I'm more aggressive, I'm cussing, I'm just not myself. And it's every time. It's not just one time, it's every time. Whether it's a family or a friend. Every time I have a conversation with this person, I'm cussing, just totally acting out of character. That's an example of spiritual war, and a lot of people are going to miss that. You see what I'm saying? And what that means is that every time you interact with this people, either your spirit guides are trying to tell you, like, okay, there's something going on with this person, or, it's just you have to be in tune with yourself, basically. You have to know, okay, every time I talk to Billy Bob, I'm always super aggressive. I'm always cussing. I'm always out of character. And that's not how I behave. I don't really talk like that on a regular basis. But every time I talk to Billy Bob, it seems like I'm more aggressive. I'm cussing. I'm just acting super aggressive around him. I wonder what that's about. So that's just one example. And this ain't just one time. This is like 10, 20, maybe 30 times. That every time I talk to Billy Bob, I'm in this aggressive energy. That's an example of spiritual war. Now, my thing is, I don't know if Billy Bob is intentionally throwing energy at me, or if Billy Bob is just being used by the adversary to reach me and to get me in these feelings. That's something I'll further investigate, but I'll keep you posted on that. But that's just one example of spiritual war. Just knowing yourself and knowing how you behave, knowing how you interact, knowing that you're not this super aggressive person, but every time you get around Billy Bob, I'm in this aggressive energy. So that's just one example of, just spiritual war. Another example is like a friend. You could be on I already used that example as a friend, but I'm just saying like a phone company, for example, me. I was on the phone with a phone company, and I felt like my energy was good. I was in a good mood, because typically I'm not going to pick up a phone unless my energy is good. And, I want to, be pleasant, because that's who I am morally. That's how I want to show up morally. So I'm on the phone with this phone company for maybe like 5-10 minutes, and I'm recognizing that my energy is draining. I'm recognizing that this person on the phone on the other end is stalling. They're acting like they don't know what they're doing, but really that's intentional. That's intentional. They're stealing your energy, basically. Basically, what they're doing is depleting your energy to uplift their energy. But if you're not in tune with yourself, you're going to totally miss that. And I'm saying this is an example, another example of spiritual war. And I'm saying It's happened to me so many times, and I used to always talk to God and pray, like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I the one that has to go through all these, different experiences? Like, why is it when I talk to a family or a friend or, a colleague that I'm getting these headaches? What is this about? And again, these are examples of spiritual war. But if you're not paying attention, if you're not in tune with yourself and your personality and who you are as a person and how you show up in the world, these are different things that you have to pay attention to. And I'm saying this is all part of scripture as far as knowing thyself. You have to know who you are. You have to know how you treat people. And anytime you deviate from that, there's something wrong. And I'm saying there's a lot of people that are probably on drugs right now, and their family members are upset. But the family members really don't understand that a lot of times these people on drugs are getting spiritually attacked. And this is why they always relapse, because they're being attacked spiritually, but nobody really understands the spiritual realm. And I'm saying I had to go through all these physical, spiritual beatdowns so that I can come on YouTube and explain these things to people. You see what I'm saying? And I'm saying a lot of times these drug addicts, they relapse because they're being attacked spiritually, but nobody ever teaches you this in school. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times you can't bring these topics up for discussion because the first time somebody call you crazy, you fold. Because these aren't everyday conversations that you can have with regular people that aren't spiritually inclined, that aren't spiritually advanced. You can't sit down and have these conversations. That's why you got to stay in tune with your God. Whoever your God is, if he's making you happy, if it's Allah, if it's Buddha, me personally, I'm JC. I'm Jesus Christ. And I'm just saying that you have to have a relationship with your higher power. Whoever it is that floats your boat, you have to have that relationship with them so you can learn about these different things. And I'm saying I went through a lot of spiritual war, and I'm sure a lot of people out there are like, damn, I don't even know how this dude is alive. I hit him with so much bad energy. I've went and paid this lady so much money to stop this dude from moving forward. But here he is on YouTube running his mouth. Yeah, because that's the God I serve is going to allow something bad. He's going to create something good out of something bad because that's what he do. And he used me in his example. And I'm sure if I can line up every hater that ever did anything negative or sent any kind of spiritual war towards me, I'm sure they'll testify like, yo, I hit this dude with so much energy. I paid this lady so much money to stop this dude. And here he is on YouTube with his goatee looking super sharp, his skin looking super good. And all that money went to waste because I'm going to still run my mouth now. But back to what I was saying. A lot of times, you have to be in tune with yourself to be able to recognize when somebody's tampering with your energy. For me, I can be around somebody, have a conversation with somebody, and then like my skin will start to pulsate like it's a spasm. It may look like a spasm. It may feel like a spasm. You've been taught that it's a spasm, but really it's that team on the other side alerting you like, yo, you got to watch this dude. You got to watch this girl. There's something going on with this phone conversation that you're having with this lady on the phone. Pay attention to your energy while you're talking, while you're interacting with this person. And I'm saying these are examples of spiritual war. And my next thing is you have to be able to cleanse your energy. Your energy game, your energy clearing game has to be on point. If you want to have any type of ability to survive on this planet, if you're a drug addict and you want to have any type of possibility of surviving or beating drugs, you have to be in tune with yourself. You have to recognize that spiritual war will throw you in a relapse quick and have your family betray you, have your family leave you out in the dust, leave you because they think you don't care. They think you're choosing this life, but they don't have an understanding of what spiritual war is about. They don't understand witchcraft. They don't understand that people can put energy on you and alter your whole life. They don't understand that people can put energy on you and alter your relationship with your children, alter your relationship with your friends, alter your relationship with your family members. And then they have you looking like the bad person, but really you're the one that's picking up on the energy. You're the one with the special relationship with God. It's your responsibility to try to part the Red Sea, so to speak. Do I think Moses parted the Red Sea? No. I think Moses knew about this connection with God. I think Moses knew that the task of presenting this kind of information to people that don't know about this kind of information, it's as difficult as trying to part the Red Sea. I don't think Moses parted the Red Sea. I think Moses knew this information that I'm trying to present to people, but when you try to present it to people, the difficulty of it is like trying to part the Red Sea. But I have a good relationship with my spirit team. I love Jesus Christ. That's who I roll with. I don't consider myself a Christian because I don't do the things that Christians do. You know, I'm a type of person. I live in freedom. I don't really tie myself down in a box. I don't really sit in a box. I'm outside the box. And that's why I'm able to present this information to people, because I don't live in a box. And I'm not knocking Christians, but I'm just saying I'm not a traditional Christian. I'm more of a mystic. I kind of do my own thing. And I kind of love all the spiritual leaders that walk this planet once upon this planet. I find something great about all of them, whether it's Buddha, whether it's Allah, whether it's Jesus Christ. I think they all walked this planet, and I think they all had a special connection to the other side. And I think they all tried to present this information. It's kind of like a template. It's like every year, every decade, every so long, there's somebody that comes along with the same gifts, with the same special as Jesus Christ, as Buddha. And it's like, it's our own little group. And we can kind of pick up on all the different codes, whether it's in a song. Like, for example, I pick up on codes of different songs, and I know that the information that I'm presenting is real because I could pick it up in a song. I can listen to Drake's energy and know that he went through a lot of things that I went through based on his rhymes. And I can listen to Jay-Z and listen to a lot of his songs and know that a lot of things I'm experiencing, he went through, because you have to be spiritually inclined to be able to discern a lot of the information that they say on raps. And it's like, once you hear the raps, they kind of confirm, like, okay, that's my people, because he's going through the same things I went through. He's going through the same trials and tribulations I went through energetically. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, these are examples of spiritual war. And, out of love for my spirit team, my spirit guides, they get on me, they want me to talk, and it's like, out of respect for them, I'm just going to start somewhere and just try to give like different examples of spiritual war that I've faced, that I've experienced. And hopefully this is something that'll raise your attention to some of the things that go on the planet that you might not have been aware of before today. So hopefully I can make my contribution to the planet and hopefully influence a lot of people to pay attention to some of these things. And hopefully we'll continue to further this and just dig into it a little bit more. But I just wanted to start somewhere. And, I just want to thank you for an opportunity to talk to y'all. And however long this video is, I thank you for sharing it with me. And hopefully this video will help you. Sincerely, my name is Alfonso.